So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Bowden Francis.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The wind and the pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. Slings to first, and Albies is retired. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Austin Riley at the plate and takes high there.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And a foul ball. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Matt Olson. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs, bases empty. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And downstairs. That one just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back now in Toronto. And today's starter, Grant Holmes. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Ball one there. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And he chases a high fastball there.
No ball. One strike.
One out, base is empty. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Anthony Santander in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. That one's in there. 1-2. And a curve misses outside. There's a swing and a drive. That's long gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His second of the year. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Andres Jimenez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still only one out here in the inning. Fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1. This one in the air. Riley has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Ernie Clement at the plate now. That's ball 1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
on the corner for a strike, and the count even at 1. And that one is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, all set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Francis back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. And he swings over the top there.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one off the mark, and the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes. Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here is Brian De La Cruz. And that one is inside. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's one away.
Center fielder Michael Harris II.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. In the dirt. Murphy over at first with one away. Next pitch is downstairs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one missing low.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's
3 balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2. That to right. Lucas makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Stuart Fairchild.
Stuart Fairchild next up for the Braves. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And now 2 aboard. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Just off the outside edge, ball 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground,
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Forget it. His first homer of the year, and the Braves had the lead now. It's 3-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Atlanta gets 3 on the homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back, bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And there's the strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Breaking ball inside. And the count is 1-2. Stays alive. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Next to hit, Miles Straw. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. In the air, out towards right center. It gets down, a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now here is Nathan Lucas. Close, but called a ball. 1-0. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, one out. Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Fouled off. He was late. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Way high there. And that's ball one. Straw on second. Lucas at first. 2 out of the inning. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He comes across to score, and the Blue Jays tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-all.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singled and scored his first time. Fastball for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Two outs. And that one fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tied up here in the early going. Foul ball still 0-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. And the 0-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
The 1-2. High in the air, out to right. Fairchild. He's got it, and that will end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Albies measures 5 feet 8 inches, 28 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. That one's in there, 0-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Austin Riley. Struck out swinging his first time. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that is strike 1. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground to first, and it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Right through there for a strike. On the ground. Tosses to first, and Olson is set down.
Catcher Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just off the inside edge. Slapped foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied up at 3 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one at 95 missed up top. And the count even 1-1.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
To first, one gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Andres Jimenez. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He's 0 for 1. Runner takes off. In the air, left field. Corrals it. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now the left fielder, Alan Roden. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Holmes with a move to first. And he's back in easily. Jimenez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that is downstairs. 1-2 to count. Upstairs. And it remains 2-2. Two outs. That's outside. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So up next for Toronto, Miles Straw. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, appeal to first. And yes, he did. He went around. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Bryce Elder getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. On to inning number 4. All tied up at 3 apiece. As we go to the top of the 4th, now in for the Braves, Brian De La Cruz. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II, flied to right his first time. On the ground, 2 ball. Clement tossed to second, on to first in time. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Stuart Fairchild next up for the Braves. In there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strike.
In the air, left side. Roden gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Through 3.5, we're all even, 3 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Fought off foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one misses, and it's 1-2. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Tyler.
And next for Toronto, Tyler Heineman. Struck out swinging his first time. On the ground right side. Throw on to Olsen. Play is made, 2 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So the lineup flips over. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that one cutting but missing down low. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Late with the swing there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now in Toronto. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Nick Allen. Francis back to work. And there's a foul ball. Blue Jays bullpen with some action. Yariel Rodriguez getting ready to go. Barnes also getting ready. Next offering misses down and away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And there's a ball. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bowden Francis, done for the night, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Yariel Rodriguez will take over here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Go ahead run on base. White will hit next. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade an out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get an out there.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Allen, the lead runner at second. White at first with no outs. On the ground, right side, dive, and he's got it. And they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Here comes Austin Riley. Golden opportunity right here. In for a strike. 0-1. One down. Runners at second and third. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Matt Olson. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That's the ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Sean Murphy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. And that's the 3rd out. Two left for Atlanta. Score remains tied at 3. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Spencer Schwellenbach.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1 for 2. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0. No, that's a ball.
And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Andres Jimenez. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Swings through that one.
No ball. 2 straight.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And the runner stays where he is.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ernie Clement digs in now. And the slider just misses. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Santander off of first with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. They get the force, and that is the inning. 1 left for Toronto, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Rodriguez, a 6-foot righty, 27 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that is out of play.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
That's too low. And the count is 1-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Chad Green up and loosening in the pen. Little, the lefty, warming up as well. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Bichette whips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Designated hitter, Ryan De La Cruz.
So up next, Brian De La Cruz. And that one is inside ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 balls.
And the next pitch is way outside. Next offering is fouled back. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2.
2 strikes.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Now batting center fielder,
Go ahead run on base. And now Michael Harris the second. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Now one missed. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1 now. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right side, down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
So 2 down now, and here is Stuart Fairchild. First pitch just misses.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Two outs.
Ball 2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Has been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
That one fouled off. Here's the 2-2.
Counts full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Nick Allen, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. And that one is in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Straw has a beat on it. Makes the grab. And that's the third out. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 6th. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden.
Left fielder, Alan Roden.
That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Rafael Montero appears to be getting loose. Johnson getting cranked up as well. Next offering is down low. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Miles Straw.
Miles Straw.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Fairchild makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 1. And that's a little bit high. And that misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In the air, right field, Fairchild sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching.
Chad Green ready to go.
Number 57. Chad Green.
Here's the left fielder, Eli White. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Go-ahead run on base. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That clips the corner.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Pickoff throw, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first, and can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here comes Austin Riley. 1 for 3.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
And a strike on the outside edge.
1 strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Up and in, ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up if they can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run and scoring. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Murphy in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Out towards left center. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Rafael Montero. Now the catcher up to hit, Tyler Heineman.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that's in the dirt.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
There's the strike. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Montero fires. Headed towards the corner. Fairchild makes a nice running catch.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
That one a little bit high. 1-1.
1-1. That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. His first homer of the year, it's 4-3. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Digging in, Anthony Santander. Up and in, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, and that's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So a man at first. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Andres Jimenez. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That one not close. Now 1-2. And they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now 2-2.
2-2.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with the solo shot for Toronto. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jacob Barnes.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Brian De La Cruz getting ready to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Looking to get the tying run on base.
No, that's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Little getting loose as well. And a count 1-2. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one catches the corner for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Late swing, foul to the left. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit in the air, center field. Straw has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. Ryan Snitker making a move for a bat here. Marcell Ozuna, a critical at bat in this game for him. Down and away for ball 1. And another ball. De La Cruz, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Fought off foul. Pitch misses there. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
3-2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jacob Barnes won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Oh, and now a wild pitch. And the runners will move up.
Could be a costly one there. The tying run was already in scoring position, but now that go-ahead run is just a base hit away from scoring. Got to let it go and make some big pitches now.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And he takes one right on the black. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Close, but called a ball. Now 2-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Okay.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Marcell Ozuna into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Pierce Johnson on the pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. That one missing inside. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
3-2.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That one hops against the fence. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for Toronto, Alan Roden. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Almost got him. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Miles Straw.
So a man aboard. And now the center fielder, Miles Straw. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And a sac bunt here. Sends it across to first. Out on the sac bunt.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder,
Nathan Lucas now at the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
On the ground to third. A dive. He's got it. The throw. What a play. Inning over.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
And we're back. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Hoffman back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. And that is out of play.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Heineman down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. He's 2 outs away. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Riley. 1 for 4 with a double. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Fought off foul. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Heineman collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So they're down to their final out. Here is Matt Olson. And that one moves his feet. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball there.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
1 strike away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
4-3 our final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.